Hey y'all, what's up? I was just coming on here and I wanted to talk to y'all about getting closer to God. I know the last time I was talking about, releasing like releasing the bags, let the bags go, letting go and allowing God to come in and heal you and fill you. So today I wanted to tell y'all like what I've been doing. Like it's been the third week that I've been doing it and I've been fasting. And for me, fasting is something that's like, I mean, I always heard of fasting, but I never really did it like I have been doing with intentions and just really devoted myself to this fast because I just want to bring clarity to my life. So, for any of y'all that don't really know what fasting is basically taking your flesh from out of the driver's seat and allowing your spirit to take over and take control. It's like removing the pleasures from your life and strengthening the inner man. So what I had to do, cause like lately I just been noticing like I've been wanting to snack. Like I always needed some chips or some cookies or some ice cream. And I started seeing that this was really something that I was kind of like leaning on to satisfy like maybe loneliness or frustration or anger. So I understand how people can cling to food and start having issues with their weight because it is satisfying. It's like you can eat food while I'm not drinking, I'm not smoking, or I'm not having sex. Everybody have their things that allow them to just like relieve whatever like tension that they may be having in their body. So when I started noticing that, like I really had to be honest and say, man, I have to do something because I need to get closer to God. And then the point of my life that I'm in, like I really want answers. Like I want God to direct my path. So I say, you know what? I'm gonna go on a fast. So for the last 3 weeks, this make the third week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I have really cut out snacks. Like I don't do cookies, I don't do cakes, I don't do ice cream. And for everybody, it may be something different, but for me, I knew that I was relying on, a snack. Like if I feel frustrated, let me go get me a snack. If I feel anxious, let me go get a snack. And I just started seeing this habit that I was creating. It was almost attachment. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go on this fast and I'm going to just pray. So what I did like the first week, I wrote down the things that I wanted from God. Like I wrote down the things that I was fasting about. Like what was my intention of this fast? So like Thursday, because I started on Friday. So Thursday, what I did was I just like kind of started preparing myself, like talking to God, like God, like one of the things was I really want, I really want and still want God to make the knowledge of his will for my life clear. Like, what do I need to be doing, in my life and everything? So that was one of the things. Another thing, it was like, I just felt like God was saying, move. Like, he just kept speaking, move to me, move to me. I'm seeing U-Hauls. I'm seeing things like just that kept reminding me of a move. So I wanted him to clarify what that actually mean and everything. It was also like, I wanted to know, like, what do you want me to do as a mother? Like where can I give? And just like whatever it is that you want God to give you clarity on. So the first week I wrote down my intentions, and on Friday when I started, I just started praying. I would be praying to God about them. I would be seeking like him. I started reading my Bible more. It was just like I was really leaning into God instead of saying, you know what, I'm about to go get me a bag of chips. I really was like, let me get closer to God. Let me start reading this Bible. Let me start praying more. Let me put down my phone and like just sit with God. And I just was very intentional because I wanted answers. And it wasn't something that I was doing for this physical. I was doing it for internal part. So my mind, body, and my spirit was with it. And then, the second week I did the same thing. I made a list of the things. And if I felt like I didn't get clarity on one of the questions that I had, I put it again on my second week. And it was like throughout the week, God was still like, okay, just adding stuff to me. Okay, look at this scripture. Watch this on YouTube. Think about this. Instead of, I know you asked me this, but maybe, okay, like the move thing. When I was like, God, like, what do you mean? Why I keep seeing these U-Hauls? Like, what does that mean? And God was like, he showed me, this truck and it had a U-Haul hitched on it and it was open. And I'm like, what does that mean? Like, what are you trying to say with this and stuff? And God, like the next morning, he was like, you know, you want to know what the move is about, but if you move, what are you taking? And then he went deeper. He was like, what are you not taking? So that started, okay, all right, let me think about these type of things. And, he just was getting deeper. He was like, and I started thinking, calling out some stuff. And then I was like, well, man, the U-Haul still not going to be full because everything, it wasn't like he was saying, okay, you physically move and take your sofa, take. No, like, what are you taking within your spirit? Like, what are you taking that you can't touch, that you can't see, that you can't feel, that is basically a gift from me? Like, what are you taking? And then I named a few things, and I was like, well, man, the U-Haul don't seem like it's gonna be full. He was like, it's not about that. I want you bringing enough because on this journey, you need to be able to put things in it. You don't know you don't know what you're gonna run into that you have to put inside this U-Haul. And if you have it completely full, then you don't have enough room for me. You don't have a room for my abundance and what I have for you. So that was just one of the things that he, was making clear to me. And I just feel like when it come down to a fast, just allow God to speak to you and be very intentional. Be very intentional on what you want to know, and don't be afraid to ask him questions that may seem uncomfortable, because the whole thing about it was like what I started noticing like this week, especially I started seeing me just going to God first before I went to anything else. Before I went to worrying, before I went to like trying to figure it out, I just was going to him and going like getting in his peace and getting his presence and getting in his joy. And I feel a bit stronger. I feel a bit more faithful in like trusting of God and everything. So I recommend it, and I'ma just keep fasting Friday, Saturday, and Sunday until he say, Bernada, well, we gonna shift and do this. So, and I feel good. I feel good because I want to rely more on my spirit than my flesh, because the flesh just seek pleasures. That's all the flesh wants, stuff that feel good. And you know what else I saw this week too? My flesh, I could feel like my flesh being frustrated. I feel like with these last 3 weeks, the last couple of weeks that I have been fasting, I can feel my spirit man getting stronger, and I can feel my flesh man like frustrated, like really frustration, because I was able to say, like, I remember it was like a couple days ago. I was like, I just feel, I feel good. Like I felt peaceful. I felt joy. I felt love. I felt like I was walking with God and I'm growing. But it was just like a part of me that just felt like, ugh. And when I was on my way to work, it was like, God was like, the Holy Spirit was like, your flesh is frustrated. Your flesh is not liking what you're doing because you're just cutting out all of the things that it lean on to, like, for distractions. Because the devil and the wickedness want to distract you or discourage you. So while I'm sitting there, okay, I'm eating me a snack, God probably want to talk to me, but I'm too busy chomping on chips, got chip crumbs around my mouth and trying to figure out what snack I'm gonna eat next. So it's like it's distracting me. It's distracting me from hearing God's voice. So me going on this fast was to really bring clarity to my life. Like I can't afford to walk this path on my own. I am going to make mistakes. I'm not going to do this right. My brain is too small and my understanding is bits and pieces of what it should be, especially in God. So I need him. Like I need him. And it's like this fasting for me was surrendering to God, surrendering to his plan for my life. And he revealed a lot. And it's things that I have to work on, as always, because God is perfecting you. He wants you to be just like Christ. So that's like work. It takes work, but God is walking with you and he revealed himself to you every day. He revealed himself. Like he showed me like I'm here. Like last night when I went to sleep, I felt like God was just holding me and saying like it's gonna be all right. So I suggest that you guys fast. Just find something. Maybe you drink cold drinks. I mean like soda, Coke or whatever, and you need to drink more water. Or maybe you want to drink liquids, until 12 o'clock. Or maybe you want to get up early in the morning. Whatever it is, you have to be honest to yourself. For me, it was taking out snacks and just a few days out the week, just allowing myself not to indulge in pleasure of my body. So whatever it is, maybe you need to take a break from social media. Maybe you need to start to exercise. Maybe you feeling sluggish in your body. Whatever it is, I don't know. Maybe you need to stop watching TV. Maybe you need to stop binge, stop talking on the phone to certain people, or maybe you need to spend some time by yourself. It's just whatever it is that you need to do. Is not a taking away. It's just allowing God really to move in your life. So if you want clarity and a stronger connection with God, I suggest fasting. Because I've been praying and I've been reading my Bible and everything, but this has been bringing my faith to another level, and I'm grateful that I did it and everything. So I love y'all so much. I hope this helps someone, and I'll just talk to y'all in the next video. Mwah.